Hello, everyone. I hope that you are doing fantastic. It is a new month, and I am so sorry I have not been on. And the reason is because I actually had COVID, and it was for the first time. And I just really bless everyone who has COVID before, or who has it, or who has the flu. I know there's so many different things that are going around. And so I just hope that everybody is doing well. It's taken me, gosh, I had COVID for about a week. And then another week, I had the upper respiratory. And so I'm finally trying to get my energy back. So that's one reason why I have not been on live. And I really have missed everybody because again, I love going live. I love the energy of going live. So I hope that you are doing well. And I cannot believe it is already March, another month. And so I just hope that we have a blessed month. I hope that the new sunny weather, of course, I'm in Texas, I'm not in Colorado with all the snow and all the tornadoes up in the East Coast. So there's been a lot of action. So I hope that everybody is safe as well. So, what I have decided to do is go on live so that I can give you weekly updates about what I'm offering, what's been going on, and just to kind of keep you updated. And I also use this as my video newsletter because I feel like, no one really has time to read newsletters anymore, or you get so many of them in your mailbox. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit different. So let me go ahead and get started. And so, what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about, and again, because I've been sick, I haven't done any new ones. So, I'm going to tell you about the older episodes that I have developed and the messages that go with it. So, I have a weekly podcast, Essence of Spirituality. And what I do is I do a painting that I'm either drawn or channeled to draw, or it's actually oil painting or on a canvas, so that an acrylic. So it's either acrylic or it's oil painting. And then what I do is I do channel a message that goes with it that I feel like I need to get out to the world to make the world better energy and so forth. So this one was an episode of Divine Connection, Rediscovering God's Image Within. Okay, is the title of it. Let me show you what I painted this week and the message that goes with it. I'm going to make it bigger so that we can all see it because it's like, I don't know if I can read that because it's so small. There we go. All right. So, what I did is I felt really drawn to drawing somebody in the middle, someone meditating, and all of the energy is going out, and that's all of her essence that's going out. And this is the message that went with it this week. As you experience your spiritual journey, know that you are connected to Source and that Source is within you. Don't look for answers outside of your soul. All of the answers to your questions are within. Trust the information you receive. The divine made you in their image. You are a part of the divine plan. Trust yourself and the process. Learn and enjoy your spiritual journey. And this was actually given to me by Annie. So I just absolutely love this because I know that we tend to forget that we know our true selves. A lot of times though, we don't really trust ourselves, or we don't like our information that we're thinking about, or really trusting the process that we are going through with our life. But all the answers are within you. And I absolutely love this. So just remember that whenever you get that intuitive hit or you're getting that little nudge, you know that's probably from you. It may be from the source of divine, but trust it. Because I love when people go, oh, yeah, I got that. I understood. I got that information, but I ignored it. Well, that's where things happen. When you start doubting yourself is when you don't trust yourself and the information that you receive. All right, so let's go on. And as I'm going through, if you are listening now, just say hello. I would love to say hi back. And if you're listening after it is recorded, please be sure and say, hi, I'm here. All right, so another podcast that I do. It's Inspire Your Essence. And what I do is each week I interview people, and I absolutely love it because I love the connections that I make. Some of them are spiritual, some of them are not. And but what I'm really looking at is what inspirational story do they have in their life? Well, Valeria Elliott came on this last week, and she explained about her story. She actually stopped talking when she was younger. She would not communicate with anybody. She was very quiet. She went within, but she was very quiet and didn't feel like she had the power to speak. She lost her voice, literally. She says, I've lost my voice. Just whenever she, wanted to talk. And she said that she was shut down by her father. He told her to be quiet. And so she just automatically just shut down and shut down the world, wouldn't communicate with anybody. And she said she finally found her voice. And so, what has inspired her to make a difference in the world is to speak to other women and say, you don't have to lose your voice. You have your truth, and be sure that you let the world know what your truth is. So I love the conversation I had with her because to me, it was so powerful. And she said the way that she found her voice too is that she said, man, I got on my knees one night because I felt like I really wanted to speak my truth, but I was afraid. So she said, I prayed and I connected with the divine. I prayed to God, and I finally got the love that I needed and the support I needed, and also that I guess I'm trying to think of words. I swear, when you go through COVID, you don't think very well. So I'm going to get through this. So she just found the empowerment after doing the praying. Okay. And so then she was able to find her voice. So if you would like to listen to the conversation, it's on Apple, it's on my YouTube channels. So hopefully this will inspire you to speak your truth and be empowered. All right. So what I do each week is I do explain what services that I'm continuing to offer, and it will be changing. I thought, oh, I'm going to go into this business, I'll be doing the same thing. No, it always changes, doesn't it? So I still do channeled readings. This means that I do psychic, intuitive, and also do mediumship readings. And this is more channeled. I'm not going to be using cards anymore. I was told not to use cards, to use my truth and connecting with the divine. And so when you connect with me and schedule a channeled reading, it is information that you need at this time. Or if you want me to connect in with a loved one, I can do that as well. But I'm trying to combine it so that you can get all the information that you need to carry on. All right. So the next one is parents with intuitive child support. So if you know somebody who has an intuitive child and they don't know what to do, or they're scared, or they're lost, and they're just hands are up in there and go, I don't know what to do. I help the parents and their families. So channeled readings in person is the same thing as channeled readings, but it is in person. And what I do is I rent a room, Miracles and Joy, in Louisville. So I wanted to offer it. It seemed like after COVID, a lot of people were wanting to meet in person. So that's why I decided to go ahead and offer that as well. Okay, personal mentoring with Michelle. So if you feel like you want to open up a business as a light worker and you don't know how, or you need some type of direction or exercises to really tune into your gifts, I can actually help you with that because I've been through it now. And again, things are morphing. So if you feel like you're drawn to me and my teachings, then please, and we can do, the first one to see where we need to go, the first appointment with you, and determine if you need to continue on with my service, or if I can just go ahead and tell you what I would recommend that you move forward. Now, the channeled spiritual art, okay, is something with the channeled readings. It's what I do each week. And what I would do is I do a painting on canvas, and then I would mail it to you so you get the original and the message that goes with it. And that does take more than a day. So whenever I schedule an appointment with you, it's not a day, it will take weeks to do. So those are the offerings that I'm going to do now. Okay. So, and each week what I'm doing is I'm offering like an exercise that you can do with a child that's intuitive and just to kind of help them along the way. And all this information can be found in my book, Spiritual Nurturing for Intuitive Children. Okay. So this is one page that's in the back that you can use with a child is draw a picture of your imaginary friend. Because a lot of times, they have imaginary friends, but are they really imaginary? Or are they, it could be somebody from the spiritual world, maybe a loved one who has passed on that's communicating with them. Now, if your child is like between the age of 3 and 5, you might just get a circle with arms sticking out, like a they're trying to draw a person, and that is fine. They can walk you through it. Just say, Can you tell me what you draw? Tell me about all of this. So tell me about your imaginary friend." And that way they get so excited, they talk about it and they want to share with you who has been communicating with them. Okay. And this is just a way to get a child to talk about their imaginary friend. Now, many times parents always say, "Well, is it always spirit?" Well, no. Sometimes it's an imaginary friend. But again, it's just really intriguing to see where your child is and how creative they are. So you can distinguish later if it's a really imaginary friend, a creative, somebody that they've created in their mind, or is it actually somebody that they're talking to? So many times it doesn't really matter because they grow up thinking, "I think I did talk to someone's spirit," but it's just really important just to get them to communicate who they are seeing. Okay. All right. So I love this part. Now, this is going to be a brand new service that I'm going to be offering probably after the summer. And there's a picture behind it that explains it. So I have a wheel that we're going to spin, but let's look at last week it was number 9 that came up. So we have square 8, which is 25,000, and it looks like miles. So it's getting very close of letting you know what this is. So, you might find out on the next one that I spend for next week. And then 4, it looks like like I'm in front of an audience speaking per se. And number 12, it's really hard to tell what that is. So let me go ahead and bring the spinner on and we're going to see. Oh, don't look at that yet. And we'll see which one for next week that I will be removing. So let's go ahead and spin. Oh, number 5. I love it. So we will be removing number 5 next week, which is at the very top row. So we'll see as we get closer and closer to the picture what service or services that I will be offering after I want to say probably July on. And so I'm very, very excited about it. And so I thought, the closer it comes, the more clear it will be of what type of service I will be because I'm still kind of working on it myself. And so you'll know as well. All right. So I feel like because you have made it this far in the video, live weekly update discount. This is what I offered last time. And I thought, well, I have not been on for almost a month. So I'm going to go ahead and still offer 50% off of channeled readings. But you have to put in the coupon code of Love25 just as you see it here. And this is only good for 1 week. You can go ahead and schedule it any time, but you have to schedule it for this week or you won't be able to use the same code. Okay. So, and to go to my webpage, go to www.michellehendersonmedium.com. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient. Again, I feel like I still have this upper respiratory and also just the COVID brain of not working. Either that or it's my age. I don't know which one. So I appreciate you this week. And just for this week, oh, I almost forgot. I've got cards. Again, it's the COVID. So I want you to pick a number between 1 and 3. I'm going to do a universal reading, 1, 2, or 3. All right. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot. See what happens? All right. So if you pick number one, this is what card you have for this week. Money. Find a way to abundance. Okay. I love this. And you know what, too? I'm really feeling drawn with number one that it's not only about money, but find a way to abundance for anything. Like if you want abundance for happiness or abundance to have a wonderful relationship, think about it this way. I'm being drawn to saying that it's not only about money, but it's also drawing things that you really want in abundance, okay, that you really are wanting to manifest in your life. All right, so this is number two. We have animal bond, stand up for all of the animals. Okay, this card I love as well. So, not only for the animals and the animal bond, but also find something that you really believe in, that you really want to maybe devote some of your time with or trying to teach other people. Just like this week with my guest, she was saying you need to find your voice. That's what she feels very empowered to do, and she teaches women how to find their voices because she felt like she was cut off at a young age and was not able to speak her truth. So number three, I feel like I need to do the top. Children. Know that your children are protected. A lot of times we tend to worry about our children, even if they are older. All right. And once a parent, always a parent. So just know that your child is protected. You can, if you feel really, still worried about your child, you can always do prayers, get the angels to protect them. I tend to do that quite often. So just know that your children are protected. All right, guys. I hope that, again, I am so sorry. I almost forgot the cards that, again, have this week. And I hope you have a blessed week. Stay healthy, stay well. Do not get COVID. You do not want to get that because your brain goes. And also, you get upper respiratory, but just be healthy, enjoy life, and have a great week. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.